Hi everyone, this is Farin Gauthier from Sky Protocol. How are you, Farin?
I'm great. I'm glad to be here with you today in
Yeah,
France.
we are in the same time zone, so that's why we appear on screen today. Guys, Sky Protocol community, we have multiple things to talk about. First of all, the most important thing, because that's why you guys have been asking about on Discord, Telegram, and X, of course. So, where are we regarding the testnet? Well, we were supposed to release that at the beginning of May, at the end of April, and we have a little delay because we're coding in Haskell, as you guys know, and there is one feature that Haskell does and that Plutus, the language native to Cardano, doesn't do, and we have to basically code the correspondence between those two because the feature that Fari will talk to you about in more technical terms, but to vulgarize that, the feature that we're coding is basically helping the system re-access the data in real time instead of having everything stored in the network's memory. So that is a key component of the scaling solution that's basically giving us an elegant code that stays simple, that doesn't need too much computation power, and that makes the network fast and scalable. But the problem is that this worked on Haskell, and even though Plutus and Haskell usually go together very well, just like peanut butter and chocolate, this time these two languages had a little discrepancy, just like Portuguese and Spanish. Sometimes the two languages look like each other, but there are a few things to adapt, so this is what we're doing. Farid, you want to tell us more about that in
Yes.
technical terms?
The feature is higher kind of types and instances using higher kind of types. And we use them so that your server can store the data in the database and with the pointers that get old and we get rid of the old data, etc. Whereas in Plutus, you keep everything in memory. And so we can abstract over the difference between the behavior in the server, the client, and the contract using this feature, but apparently Plutus does not support it, so we will write a very simplified, limited version of the same data structure directly in Plutus. And that's a pain. Like I'm a bit disappointed, and we should have tested that earlier. We were using the Plutus simulator. We were confident that the semantics of Plutus simulator and Plutus was close enough, but apparently not. And because we were one man down, we were not testing that, and that was a mistake. And that's a delay. But we'll be there shortly. I'm still hopeful. I've been saying we'll be there at the end of the week for a lot of time now. But certainly this particular hurdle will be done by the end of the week, and I think that the last hurdle will have. I'm coding, Yaroslav is coding, we'll get it done.
Also, another good thing is that we required some centralized computation in order to run the testnet, and because we have been accepted to CVVC's Lunar Strategy Incubator, we have been granted a few perks, and one of them is a huge amount of computation on both Amazon Web Services and Google. So that means that we will have quite a lot of budget, more than enough to run the testnet until we reach mainnet. So we're pretty happy about that because this is a cool perk at the stage we are at. So we are currently also working on that. So the good news is that we're not too delayed. That should happen within the next 2 weeks. We should have that testnet ready. Yeah.
To be clear, this kind of resources is only for the testnet. It's not the kind of things we want in production, or at least not in any large amount. But for testnet, it's perfect, like running in AWS or Google Compute.
Yeah, obviously we're not going to have a centralized network when when we reach mainnet, but for now that's great, and that will also help the node operators, see what we're doing and start helping us out. Another thing, so regarding that incubator, you guys might have seen that we have been teasing a little bit about it. It's not that we wanted to keep the information like the marketing crooks that we are. No, it's just that that we just wanted to keep that private because the incubator didn't announce that at the same time. So now that they have announced it, we are officially part of the batch that will take place in Zug, Switzerland in May, in something like 2 weeks now. So not next Monday, but in 2 Mondays. So we're starting this 10 days program, and then there's going to be a few weeks of online courses and online coaching, and basically the goal is to be considered for investment, both by CVVC and by other VCs as well. And we also have gathered lots of good contacts in Dubai of Cardano-friendly VCs in order to fund Sky Protocol. We're very happy about that. This is quite promising, and it's been a long time since I had been, confident in this regard, because it's always uncertain. Here, it's pretty positive, so I'm very happy about that. And so this incubator is also helping us probably rebrand, because as you guys know, there is another heavy hitter that renamed themselves Sky Protocol just 3 months after the release, so we might need to rebrand as well. That's perhaps one of the things we need to talk about at the incubator, gathering the advice of people who are very experienced in this regard. So there are going to be quite a lot of things, and I'm very happy about that. Now, regarding conferences, Farid, you attended one last week. What was it?
It was called José Intemporel. It was a conference in French organized in Brittany by friends, and they wanted me to present my works. And there were also the other computer scientists, mathematicians, philosophers, and electronicians. It was very eclectic and very interesting, exactly my kind of public, and we exchanged a lot. It was very interesting. I showed them some of the things I'm presenting to Lambda Conf next week, actually. So, been very busy. And then next week at lambda.conf.us in Colorado, Estes Park, I will be presenting both my work on orthogonal persistence, which is what we want to use later on for our clients, and of course my current work on Sky Protocol, and I'm presenting a more technical piece on auto-merkleization of data structures using zippers.
Well, that's for the technical people. If you guys want to delve deeper in what we do at Sky Protocol and not only have the vulgarized edition, of course, this is where you should head, should go, and if not, well, look at the videos. This is why they retransmit that.
Yes, it will be all recorded, so you can watch it, I don't know, in a few weeks.
Alrighty, everyone. So we talked about the conferences, the testnet, the incubator. I think that's all for now. Anything else you want to add, Farid?
I just want, as usual, to thank the community so much and apologize for the delays. What they say, it always takes longer than you think it will take, even if you take Hofstadter's law into account. That's the name, the text of Hofstadter's law. I'm happy that happens a lot for programmers. It always takes more because you can, all the problems I foresee, I can do that in 3 months. But then, all the problems I don't foresee, it takes another 3 months. And
if you allow me to have the final word, I will quote a great man who said, "What 2 good developers can do in 2 months can be easily done in 6 months by 4 developers." Anyway,
yes.
thanks to you guys, and see you at Lambda Conf. See you at this incubator in Switzerland. If there are some builders who are coming, some partners who have been also chosen to be part of the batch, and see you, of course, for our testnet. It should be here before the incubator, hopefully, and we're very excited about it. Cheers, everyone.
Ciao.